To do this particular nail look, you're going to need some of these glitter flakies. I'll probably have to cut some up. They just look like, they actually look like unicorn skin. See? Oh, pretty. Oh, I got some in my coffee. Yay. When I tried these yesterday, I used different colored paints, but I found nail polish. I found purple nail, well, not nail polish, nail gels. I found purple gel, red gel, a dark purple gel. Pulled this one out. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's just a clear gel. A clear glitter gel. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Can I get close enough where you can see this? No. Dehydrator for your nails, top coat, a base coat, black nail polish. You need a nail buffing block. You need rubbing alcohol. You need a couple paint brushes. I think I'm going to use these two scissors to cut up your flakies. I'm going to use a pH bonder. I've used everything that I can get my hands on as far as gel nails go, and I don't know if it really matters if you use a bonder or not. I think it does work better if you use a bonder, but I don't think it works so much better that you need to rush out and get one. I also have this little cap here that I'm actually going to put the colors on, these little dollops of these nail polishes. Since it doesn't dry out, you can put it wherever you want. It's pretty neat. So we'll get started, and oh my god, look what I did. This is why, oh my god, this is why this is not a beauty channel. I can't even do that. Oh, I did it. This is not a beauty channel. This is a DIY channel, and I'm going to show you how to DIY some nail art today. I'm sorry. Please don't leave. Alright, you should also have some paper towels, which I obviously did not bring in here. And that's it. Let's get started. Alright, first things first, you gotta make sure your nails are all prepped and nice. I actually push my cuticles up probably 5 times a day, so I don't have it. Make sure your cuticles are pushed up because just like nail polish, gel does not stick to skin. So you want to push your cuticles back as well as you can. You can use a cuticle remover, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. I don't need to today. The next thing you'll do is you're going to rough them up just a little bit. Roughing them up is important because it creates little fissures that the gel polish can get into and adhere to. That's why it is important to rough them up just a little. You don't need to like go to town on it. In fact, the less the better, because if you buff them too much, you'll actually thin out your nails, which is probably part of the problem with gel and acrylic, is that they do buff your natural nail so much it makes it thinner. I've already got thin nails, so I try to go extra light on the buffing, so just give them a quick light little buff. When your nails are all buffed, take a brush with alcohol on it and really clean out all the dust that got into your cuticles. You could go wash your hands, but I don't, and look how good my nails look. Just do what I do. Once you've cleaned all the dust out, you could use another dehydrator, because the alcohol you just used couldn't possibly have done that enough, and just a quick little swipe on each nails. I mean, actually the directions say to saturate it, but I mean, why would I follow the directions? Don't get it on your skin. That's not good for you. Or do. I don't care. I'm not your mom. Take this bonder, put it on there a little bit too. This is supposed to create another chemical bonding layer for the gel to adhere to. I don't know if it actually works, but I do seem to have slightly more success with my manicure staying on when I use it, so I'll keep using it. I got sticky things all over my hand. Good job. Good job, self. I'm gonna actually move those over there. Now they're on the table. They're just right there. Now you can move on to painting your nails. You need a lamp. I have a lamp. It's not plugged in, actually. It's not plugged in because the camera's plugged in, so I'm just gonna unplug the camera. Plug in my lamp. There we go. I have a fluorescent bulb lamp. If you haven't seen my video on the difference between a CFL and a LED lamp, you should watch it. I'll link it in the description below. Okay, so got your lamp, nails are prepped and ready to go. Apply base coat. Alright, now that your first base coat is on, if you fold it up in the edges in the cuticles. If you missed any spots, fix them and then cure for 120 seconds. That is plenty of time, and I'll do that now. Okay, your base coat is cured. Yay! Now you can move on to your color. For this look, you'll need black. I have this Nito brand. It's actually one of the no wipe colors. I have a no wipe top coat. I have yet to use it, but I'm going to use it with my hollow powder. So anyway, this particular nail polish is very thin, which is good. That means you can put nice thin layers on. Gel polish cures much better in smaller layers, or thinner layers. I think that's the correct word, thinner. So just make sure you do all, this isn't just a tutorial on the specific look, it's also a tutorial on how to do your gel nails properly. So continue putting a thin coat on your nails. The first coat is probably the most important because you put it on nice and thin and it gets kind of, well, this one doesn't get tacky because it's a no wipe, but you put the first one on thin and you can really build on it from there. As long as you put your first coat on properly, the rest just kind of fall into place, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm just going to finish this coat, clean up any spill, and then cure it, and I'll get back to you. Alright, first coat is cured. Camera is really zoomed in. And now I will start this last coat, but then I'm going to cut right to the actual nail art portion of it. So we'll just do this one last coat, because I told you that once you get that first coat set, it really makes the rest of it easier. And here's why, because it creates a little barrier, I suppose is what it would be called. And it just makes it so you can kind of butt up to where your first coat was, makes a crisper line. First coat is the hardest. You got to make sure it's nice and clean. Clean out your cuticle area. Very important for any manicure, no matter what you're using, gel, acrylic, or nail polish. So just continue to layer the black gel until you have a nice opaque color. So I'll do that, and I'll get back to you. Last nail, which is the one that I decided I was going to use to actually show you how to do it. Whoa, way too close. Focus. You can see my diamond light. Alright, wow, you can see it all over the place like that weird light effect. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, there we go, now it's in focus. So the first thing I do for this look is to add a shimmery, first thing I'm going to do, it's not like I have done this more than once, is I'm going to put this glittery gel on here. And that is both for sparkles and for sticky. I have all my cut up little iridescent flakies, and I'm just going to pick them up and put them on here. That one's a bit too big. The smaller they are, the better they work. So I'll just do that real quick and place all these little flakies on here in no particular order. I wanted to come up with a black opal look because my boyfriend got me this pretty black opal ring. And this isn't quite exactly like the ring. Well, that piece isn't going to work. But it's pretty. Actually, maybe not. But it's pretty close. And even if it's not necessarily opal, I am very happy with it. So now they got all those on there. I have to cure that, so I'll do that real quick. Focus. So the first cure is done. Now I will add the colors. So what really makes this look is the layering of colors. You're going to use gold, which isn't necessarily an opal color, but a lot of times there is gold and opal, but judging by my ring, it does have some gold and orange and green and red, so these are the kind of colors that I chose. So I'm going to take a little bit of this gold paint. This is just gold body paint, and don't put it on too thickly. Don't put it on too heavy, and just kind of dab it, not all over, but you know, in places. See what I'm doing. Give just a moment and that gold will dry because it's very thin. And then a layer on top of it. So this red is essential because what you do is you put it over the gold and it turns orange, which is a color that definitely is in the ring, and it was a color I couldn't actually find in my nail polish. And I'm going to try to zoom in, but I can't. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get, and I'm sorry. Put the red not over all the gold, but you don't want the gold to be too vibrant in this look. So a little bit of red, a little bit of purple, kind of cover up your flakies. You want to soften the edges, so you just kind of dot this paint sporadically. Try to keep it looking not too professionally placed, I suppose. I'm not sure what other word to use. Because these three colors over here with gel, now you have to cure it, so I'll do that real quick. That's cured. Now we can continue. Like I said earlier, this look is about layering, so I'm going to add a top coat, clear top coat, so that I can work on my layers. I think on top of that top coat, I'm also actually going to add some more colors. Yes, I actually had black in it and used it all up, so there's some more black, and I'm going to just kind of, like I said, soften up these sparklies. If they're too sharp looking, they look like iridescent flakies and a lot less like the shiny parts of an opal. So that's why I want to soften them up just a little bit by using other colors. So I'll just do that. I'll soften these up real quick, and then I will bake this, and we'll continue. Second layer of top coat is on. At this point, I need to clean off the sticky inhibition layer, which is what makes gel work. So, but you gotta, it's the residue that's left over after it's been cured. So you gotta, I guess it's like I think it's actually considered a free radical. Not the kind that gives you cancer. I mean, it might be, but why would you want to think like that? So anyway, you clean the inhibition layer off, and this is what we're working with. Focus. Okay, that's as focused it's gonna get. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to buff this down because there are sharp little layers. There's sharp little edges of this flaky, so I'm gonna buff it real quick. So when you buff it, you will lose part of your flakies more than likely, but that's okay. You'll still have plenty of them. So I buffed this down. It's very smooth now. So now I think I'll dab on more gold. This is a fun look, but it requires some creativity. So I'm gonna dot just a little bit more gold on here. Oh, there's still gel polish on here from before because I didn't clean my brush out. So clean the brush out. Wow, it had black and red nail polish in it. And then do the gold again. So just add gold right here and right there, maybe some right here. Let it dry. I think after this gold is dry, I'll just put the last layer of top coat and it'll actually be done. See how it's already drying? You just want it to be shiny now. So that gold is, I promise that gold is dry. It's very thin. So I'll put a top coat on, and then I'm gonna bake it, and then I'll show you. So I'll do that real quick. Alright, so that was it. I'm not a nail blogger. I just, sometimes I have a good idea and I feel like I need to share it. So, let's see. Oh, so shiny. Kind of looks like that. That's what I was going for. So, I'll post pictures. In fact, I could just do that without telling you I'm going to. It's really neato. That's it. That's the extent of my DIY. If you like that, you should go check out my other videos. I put them out when I have time. So that's it. I'll put links to, well, Actually, I don't know that I'll put links to anything down below. I didn't use anything special. But as always, this is DIY Cat, and I'll see you later.